A GoFundMe was posted on Sunday. A friend of mine, acquainted with the father in question who posted this as the story, my son and his friends went to Polo Park Mall. This would have been, I believe, on Saturday, to eat and then to a movie, Avatar 2, at the theater in the same parking lot. Just before going to sit down to watch the movie, the three boys went to the bathroom and were blocked from exiting by three other boys with knives, machete, and bear mace and robbed of their hats, vests, and belts. We are by no stretch rich. So the boys had worked hard to earn and save for the clothes that were stolen. I hope to raise money for these boys to replace the clothes, to show them that if you work hard and are a good person, you can have nice things in a good life. And there are many good people out there willing to help others and show kindness. I don't want this to define the world for these boys. So thank you for anything you can do to help them. Evidently, they had no interest in viewing the tape and identifying the perps, who surely would have come in and out of the mall or been seen on other cameras. And if you've got a crowd like that hanging around your mall, you've got to start doing some serious intel about who's hanging around your mall. These children were traumatized, mugged in a washroom. Not the only muggings this week. Like a lot of people in the old days, they would take the bus to go to the theater, right? They take a bus to go downtown or wherever, right? Bus to Grand Park, right? Bus to go down a place. Bus to Polo Park, right? Don't have to take the bus and get all the way to the theater to get mugged. You can just take the bus to start with. 8:30 p.m. on January 19th, Thursday night. Officers responded to an assault on a transit bus involving an adult male and his 10-year-old son. A male and female passenger, unknown to the victims, randomly began shouting obscenities at them. The assault escalated, and the victims were both punched in the head numerous times. The two suspects, this is a male and a female, immediately fled the bus, but the male returned and slapped the father across the face.
What is going on?
The adult and child were taken to a hospital in stable condition. The two accused were standing nearby and taken into custody. 31-year-old male.
Like dumbest people than if they were hanging out while the police were there.
Clifford Mentuck, not too smart, according to Spirit of Kenny. Assault ×2, failing to comply with undertaking. Warrant for break and enter ×2 from the RCMP. Nada Diane Kipling of Winnipeg was charged with assault. That's not the only GoFundMe going on around town. That's not the only assault on a bus. Winnipeg woman who was beaten and robbed near you, Manitoba, calls for more supports for youth. I should be able to take a bus without being attacked and brutally robbed. Carissa Chaput, 18, had bus from downtown, is waiting to transfer on Chancellor Drive at 10 p.m. when she was robbed and assaulted by two women and a man she didn't know. She's covered in bruises, bite, and scratch marks, has a black eye, and has to wear a neck brace after her neck was stomped on. They stole her purse, headphones, and phone. Waiting to transfer on Chancellor Drive.
That's like right by the University of Manitoba.
Yep. You wait for a bus, you get mugged. You take the bus, you get mugged. You take the bus, you get sexually harassed, molested, indecent acts arrest. Between November 2022 and January 2023, the Police Services Sex Crimes Unit received 3 reports of an adult male performing an indecent act while traveling on a transit bus. This teenage girl gets on a bus, and 3 times she has to report to the police that somebody's engaged in some acts of inappropriate public self-gratification. 3 times, the bus is stopped at Wellington and Academy, where Drayton, with a Y, D-R-A-Y-T-O-N, Mackenzie Alger, A-G-A-L-G-E-R, 27-year-old, charged with indecent act ×4 and was released. Boy, that really provides a sense of safety and security to that teenage female.
Well, they probably took away his bus pass, Marty, so there's no way he'll be able to get on another bus.
He should have been stopped before. Why it didn't happen, I don't know. Don't they have video on buses?
Exactly.
Unfortunately, being kind-hearted doesn't do anything to make bus stops any safer for young women around the University of Manitoba or anywhere else in the city. Somebody's going to get killed because of these excuses. Enough with the excuses. What if they had killed her? What if they'd killed the guy and his son on the bus? Well, I'm sure somehow it's society's fault that those kids are behaving like that. I wonder how many social service agencies they've had contact with, what kind of service they got from the social service agencies, and whether we're getting, as a society, best bang for our buck from things like that. If it's anything close to the other things that we've detailed on this program, we know that the public's wallet is considered a bottomless pit. No actual metrics of delivering results on any government project or any service that's put in the hands of government.
No, this is only January. This summer is going to be just stupid.
We're going to be right there to report on it. try to make sure that you get the best bang from your buck from police, from public safety officials, justice ministers, and all the rest of them. The courts, too, who were never held accountable by anybody in the media in Winnipeg. But we're here, and we're going to be on the case.